If only we could consult a magic crystal ball about the future, making life decisions would be easier. Does this thought ever cross your mind? How great would it be if the future could flash in a shining glass ball by simply chanting a few lines? But as you know, that's not how we roll in Singapore Real Estate Insider. We don't leave everything to fate and luck.
So the big question is this: how busy professionals and homeowners like us make six-figure profits from the property we own safely by doing it with research, data, and numbers. How do we buy in a way without complications and half-guessing, regardless of the market conditions, and still remain profitable? That is the question. Here, I will share with you exactly what we do and how we do it. My name is Edmund Tan, and welcome to Singapore Real Estate Insider.
Hey, this is Edmund Tan, your Singapore Real Estate Insider. Everyone who follows us knows that we prefer making smart moves through research and data instead of relying on gut feelings or second-guessing our way when it comes to property decisions. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button now so you can get real-time updates and learn how to make wise investments for yourself and your family through properties. So let me answer this for you. Will there be a housing crash in 2023 and beyond? This question has so many hits in Google search alone. So let's look at what the future holds. Before anything else, let me remind you that no one can predict how the market will behave in the future with 100% accuracy. But what we can always do is to check back the facts and figures and listen to trusted experts about their thoughts. Nonetheless, these ideas can help us create a realistic expectations about the market in the coming months or years. Do note as well that these factors should not get a significant share of control when making investment decisions. What would sway it, however, is your current situation and financial health. Number one, houses are selling like pancakes. Yes, they are coming in hot. In America, home buyers' stress is high due to the scarcity of available homes. In fact, sellers get an average of 20 inquiries per home, offering thousands of dollars above the market rate. And it's the same for Singapore as well. In January 2022, the URA reported that developers sold almost 13,000 units of private residentials in 2021. We already saw a 3.5% increase in home sales at the start of 2022 alone. This year, the URA states that in the third quarter of 2022, 1,455 of uncompleted units were already launched by developers, compared with the almost 2,000 units in the previous quarter. As for numbers of residential units sold, developers closed 2,187 units, excluding the ECs, in the third quarter of 2022, compared with 2,397 units sold in the previous quarter. Let me set you up a bit. If you are a property homeowner who's looking to sell, now is probably a good time to put your property out in the market. Why? When there is a lack of supply, it's time for prices to go up and up. That's your opportunity. But before that, let's talk first. Reach out to me how you can take advantage of this environment right now. Number two, the prices are high. As we learn in economics, low supply and high demand are the recipe for high prices. Singapore is currently facing a housing shortage as well, comparing the number of new possible owners with the country's current number of available homes. Check out this data from the URA on how the prices of private residential properties grew by 3.8% in third quarter of 2022, compared with the 3.5% increase in the previous quarter. Want to make a guess who are the buyers in the current market currently? The foreigners? The Chinese? Singaporeans? PRs? Share your guess in the comment below and I will like your take on it and perhaps produce a video on who are the actual buyers currently buying properties in Singapore. That research might surprise you. As for renters, URA reports that the figures have increased by 8.6% in third quarter of 2022 compared with 6.7% increase in the previous quarters. Rentals of non-landed properties increased by 7% compared with the previous 7.7% in the previous quarter. Non-landed property rentals in the CCR, on the other hand, increased by 7% in the third quarter of 2022 compared with the 7.7% increase in the previous quarter, while RCR rentals climbed by 9.6% compared with the 5.9% hike in the previous quarters. Rentals in OCR increased by 8.8% compared with the 7.7% in the previous quarter as per URA. This has not been seen before in the past where sales price and rental prices climb at the same rate. We are in a very unique situation right now, but there are still opportunities we have uncovered amidst all the going-ons. The key is to stick to the data and numbers as well as fundamentals to guide us properly. With everything going on, we have to be extra careful in our property plans. This dilemma of supply and demand will be the main driver of the prices, despite the cooling measures implemented by the government. But we can assume that prices will increase slowly compared to the other countries. If you have been renting and are worried about the rising rental, now could be a good time for you to explore how you can own one instead of renting. The cost of renting has surpassed the cost of owning, and the switch will potentially help you save more money. Number 3. The interest rates are climbing up. The US Federal Reserve brought the interest rates down to near zero at the start of the pandemic in early 2020. These affordable credit opportunities have led many buyers to grab